your day informed and connected. And after our newscast, I head out into our community to listen and bring you the stories that truly impact our lives here in the Valley so that your voice is heard.
You're watching our digital live stream. For the latest news and updates on developing stories, head over to our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Don't miss our digital exclusive content. Me on a Plate, Talking with Thalia, Kai the Deal Guy, and Desert Entertainment with Todd. Only on NBCPalmSprings.com.
News isn't all we do. We have a wide variety of original programming for you to enjoy over on our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Successful wildlife. Now on NBC Palm Springs at 11. A teenager who was struck by an alleged hit-and-run driver has died. We have details on who the alleged driver is ahead. Plus, the Coachella Valley Firebirds teamed up with Verizon today for the Los Firebirds Viva Verizon event. We hear from organizers in show.
We are tracking above average temperatures over the next few days. Your NBC Palm Springs starts now.
Now, this is NBC Palm Springs.
Good evening. Thank you for joining us. I'm Tiani Jadling. A La Quinta teenager who was struck by an alleged hit-and-run driver has died. That's tonight's top story. Liam Cantu was riding his bike with a friend back on October 10th when the two were struck. Liam was hospitalized and underwent major brain surgery. Late yesterday evening, the Riverside County Sheriff's Office put out a release saying one of the victims in the crash succumbed to their injuries. Liam's father, Jesus, posted to his social media page saying his son has entered heaven. It comes 2 nights after a words of encouragement ceremony was held for Liam at the La Quinta High School baseball field, where Liam was a member of the freshman team. The alleged hit-and-run driver is Jose Villegas Orbe of the city of Palm Springs. Investigators say he was intoxicated the night of the crash, was allegedly involved in a prior hit-and-run earlier that evening, and was on probation for driving under the influence. Orbe was booked into the John Benoit Detention Center, where he is being held on $1 million bail. And the Silvercrest CEO appeared in court for his second hearing at the Larson Justice Center Friday. William Rodriguez is being charged with murder, hit and run resulting in bodily injury, and driving with a suspended license. I spoke with the victim's daughter after the hearing.
Nothing could have prepared me for something like this.
It's been a year-long battle for Christiana Lewis and her family. Just over a year ago, her mother, Christina Barrington, was hit and killed while riding her moped with her dog on East Palm Canyon Drive. And the man the Riverside County District Attorney's Office is charging with that crime appeared in court today. William Rodriguez, appearing next to his attorney, stood in front of Judge Dean Benjamini following last week's bail posting. While the court hearing was relatively short, Rodriguez's attorney told us outside the courtroom that the DA's office is waiting on an inordinate amount of supplemental discovery or evidence coming in.
So there's no point in setting arbitrary court dates. We won't have all the evidence. We won't be able to go over everything. There won't be anything meaningful happening probably before January.
They say until that next court date, they'll work with the DA's office to look through any additional evidence. Meanwhile, Christiana will continue to keep the focus on her mother.
I want the focus to remain on my mother. And the fact that we all missed her. It's been a long year for my family.
When I asked Christiana if she had any plans of pursuing a civil lawsuit, her attorney had this response.
As of right now, we're allowing the investigation to pursue as well as the criminal action to proceed. And as far as filing a civil lawsuit, it'll be determined at a later time.
The CEO is still set to abide by a number of conditions while out on bail, including no consumption of alcohol, no driving a vehicle even if he obtains his license, and he isn't allowed to leave the state. Tiani Jadling, NBC Palm Springs. In more local news, the Coachella Valley Firebirds teamed up with Verizon today for the Los Firebirds Viva Verizon event. The event, which took place at Verizon's La Quinta store, included free Los Firebirds swag bags, ticket giveaways and even an appearance by Fuego. This is ahead of the Dia de los Muertos night at Acrisure Arena when the Firebirds host the Colorado Eagles. That's on November 1st.
It is a tremendous partnership. I just love the fact that our Verizon people combined with the Fuego and the energy that you guys have. It is such a strong partnership that we get asked consistently time and time again, when is Fuego coming? When is Fuego coming? And he's finally here. The one thing about this area, which is the La Quinta, is that we, kind of isolate ourselves away from, everybody else. But now, people know that, hey, there is stuff that's happening here. La Quinta was asking, hey, let's get a team, we need one. And now with, the Fuego kicking in and, knowing that we're like the only corporate store around here, and for them combining, it's just a strong, positive environment for everybody. So both parties win.
The event was a great interactive way to get the fans involved. We're taking a live look now from our Agua Caliente casino camera in downtown Palm Springs. A couple people there in the parking lot of the casino walking in, some people walking. Beautiful temps out there, a lot to enjoy here in this desert this October. Kai Beach is standing by with your forecast.
Well, happy Saturday, everyone. Gorgeous weather to start off the weekend, but we are seeing slightly above average temperatures this weekend. That will continue over the next few days. In addition to that, we will see wind gusts build up. We could see nearly 30 miles an hour near Whitewater in the pass. As for yesterday, the high 96 degrees. Normally it's 88, and that record high 105 degrees. For today, let's take a closer look here on the valley floor. Palm Springs 91 degrees, Indio 89, up in Joshua Tree just under 80. Idlewild, we're looking at low 70s, and we go to Big Bear, cool 65. For tonight, Big Bear, that looks nice, 34 degrees. Cabazon 59. Palm Springs, we're looking at 63. Indio, a cool 55. For tonight's evening stroll, go out there and enjoy it. It's been gorgeous over the last few days. 8 o'clock, low 80s, 10 o'clock, mid 70s. If you're still up at midnight, we're looking at low 70s, 72 degrees at midnight. For Sunday, temperatures remain above average. Palm Springs 90, Palm Desert 92, 29 Palms. Thank you for your service. We're looking at 87 degrees. That peak heat tomorrow, that's going to happen around 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So if you're new to the area or if you're going to be outside, remember to drink plenty of water. 3-day forecast brought to you by Comfort Air. Let's take a look. Sunday, 90 degrees, but by Tuesday, we're just under triple digits. Overnight lows, mid-60s to high 60s. Full forecast coming up in just a bit.
New at 11 this evening, the Indio Police Department increased patrols in the city's downtown district and surrounding neighborhoods today. This comes as a result of a recent series of burglaries and vandalism incidents. According to the Indio Police Department, several of the burglaries and vandalism reports happened in the area they're patrolling today. The department says they're actively investigating these incidents. And this weekend, you can get a head start on all things Halloween. That's because the Living Desert Zoo and Gardens is inviting guests of all ages to put on their costumes and celebrate the season at their Halloween celebration. In addition to the 600 animals and 50 gardens, the weekend will feature trick-or-treat stations, special keeper connections, and themed pop-up experiences throughout the park. The event ended this evening at 5 p.m., but hey, it picks back up tomorrow at 8 a.m. Tickets can be purchased online. And Desert Hot Springs launched a concert series today. It's called Desert Nights on the Boulevard. It brings live music to the heart of Desert Hot Springs twice a month, and it's free to attend. The concert started at 6 p.m. and wrapped up at 10 p.m. this evening with a Halloween block party theme and a special performance by tribute band Nightmare on 80th Street. NBC Palm Springs is a proud sponsor of this new concert series, and our morning reporter Alondra Campos was the MC for the event. And for decades, a local nonprofit has been improving lives by pairing the visually impaired with loyal guide dogs. And now they need your help. Our Kai Beach has more on Guide Dogs of the Desert.
You have the privilege of changing lives and along the way having a wonderful time.
At Guide Dogs of the Desert, these paws have the power to change lives. For more than 50 years, this Whitewater nonprofit has been guiding the way, training and providing service dogs to people who are visually impaired around the world, and now they need our community's help.
Our urgent need right now is definitely puppy raisers.
Karen Gates is Director of Community Engagement. She says this nonprofit is looking for help to raise their future guide dogs.
We have to get these dogs trained and with their people before they reach about 10 weeks of age. I feel like it's a privilege to be able to puppy raise because we get to take part in changing lives.
Lisa is a longtime volunteer puppy raiser and says while it's not a paid position, the joy and purpose it brings are priceless.
When you see the dogs and how they grow and change and the impact that they make, it's hard not to want to do this and make a difference.
To learn more or apply to become a puppy raiser, visit guidedogsofthedesert.org and help keep that life-changing power in motion, one paw at a time. I'm Kai Beach for NBC Palm Springs.
In news around the region, the Justice Department will be monitoring polling sites in California and New Jersey. The DOJ said they will monitor polling sites in 6 jurisdictions ahead of the upcoming November 4th general election, so they can ensure transparency, ballot security, and compliance with federal law. The jurisdictions in California include Kern County, Riverside County, Fresno County, Orange County, and Los Angeles County. The department says this initiative is aimed at promoting transparency and an open flow of communication between poll observers and election monitors to ensure that elections proceed with a high degree of security. Still ahead here on NBC Palm Springs, you may want to check your cabinets before you cook your next meal. The FDA has identified more cookware that may be leaching lead into your food. We have those details after the break. Plus, Kim Kardashian revealed she suffered from a brain aneurysm. We have additional details ahead. You're watching NBC Palm Springs. Stay with us.
Missed the news yesterday? Well, don't worry. You can watch the latest stories and even original news programming over on our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Every morning at 6 a.m., Jerry and I are here to help you start your day informed and connected. And after our newscast, I head out into our community to listen and bring you the stories that truly impact our lives here in the Valley so that your voice is heard.
You're watching our digital live stream. For the latest news and updates on developing stories, head over to our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Don't miss our digital exclusive content. Me on a Plate, Talking with Thalia, Kai the Deal Guy, and Desert Entertainment with Todd. Only on NBCPalmSprings.com.
News isn't all we do. We have a wide variety of original programming for you to enjoy over on our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Successful wildlife projects are happening all across the Salton Sea. And in the middle of these restoration efforts, lithium enters the equation. Dive into the delicate balance of nature and the emerging Lithium Valley, streaming on NBCPalmSprings.com.
Committed to covering our community. You're watching NBC Palm Springs at 11.
Welcome back. The National Hurricane Center says Melissa has strengthened and is now a Category 1 hurricane. The storm is currently packing winds of 75 miles per hour as it turns towards Jamaica. But forecasters expect Melissa will intensify rapidly over the weekend, and it could become a Category 4 storm before it reaches Jamaica on Monday. Melissa is expected to bring extreme rainfall, powerful winds, and storm surge. Parts of Haiti are already experiencing torrential rain, and the storm could produce as much as 25 inches total in the two countries. Jamaica's Prime Minister Andrew Holness is urging people to take the threat seriously and said people should take all measures necessary to protect themselves. And in consumer news, you may want to check your cabinets before you prepare your next meal. The Food and Drug Administration has identified more cookware that may be leaching lead into your food. The FDA originally issued the warning back in August after it tested pots made by an Indian manufacturer. The updated warnings includes brands such as Tiger White, Silver Horse, Grain Market, Royal Kitchen, and Town Food Service equipment. But some of the products are not branded. The cookware was sold in stores in California, Chicago, Washington, D.C., and in New Jersey. More information is available on the FDA website. And we're taking a live look now from our Indian Wells Golf Resort camera on the east end of the valley. An absolutely beautiful night. Needed a jacket as I was heading out for dinner. It's a good sign as we head to our winter season here in the valley. Your full forecast with Kai Beach is next.
Missed the news yesterday? Well, don't worry. You can watch the latest stories and even original news programming over on our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Every morning at 6 a.m., Jerry and I are here to help you start your day informed and connected. And after our newscast, I head out into our community to listen and bring you the stories that truly impact our lives here in the Valley so that your voice is heard.
You're watching our digital live stream. For the latest news and updates on developing stories, head over to our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Don't miss our digital exclusive content. Me on a Plate. Talking with Thalia. Kai, the Deal Guy. And Desert Entertainment with Todd. Only on NBCPalmSprings.com.
News isn't all we do. We have a wide variety of original programming for you to enjoy over on our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Successful wildlife projects are happening all across the Salton Sea. And in the middle of these restoration efforts, lithium enters the equation. Dive into the delicate balance of nature and the emerging Lithium Valley, streaming on NBCPalmSprings.com.
Worried about missing a broadcast? Don't worry. We stream just about everywhere from Instagram to YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and of course our website, NBCPalmSprings.com. Be sure not to miss anything. If you're only watching us on TV, you're only getting part of the story. Head to our new website for the latest broadcasts, digital exclusive content, contests, and more. Go to NBC Palm.
Welcome back. We're taking a live look from our Walter Clark Highway 111 camera in Rancho Mirage. Not a busy evening there on that stretch off of Highway 111, but I'm sure people are having a great time. It's a lovely Saturday evening with some beautiful temps. It'd be a great time to take a walk outside right before you hit the sheets. Beautiful. Kai Beach is standing by with your full forecast.
Well, I hope everyone's having a great weekend. Weather out there, absolutely gorgeous, but the temps just above average for this time of year, and that will continue over the next few days. Today's high, we're looking at low 90s. Normally, we're looking at high 80s, but we're not near that record high of 103 degrees. When it comes to air quality, here in the Coachella Valley, we are deemed moderate. Parts of the IE and Orange County, they are looking at good. For today's high, Palm Springs 91, Idlewild. That's just a short trip away. We're looking at low 70s. Big Bear, that's about a 2-hour drive away. We're looking at 65 degrees. For tonight, you might want to sleep with a little sweater or your windows open. Palm Springs, we're looking at 63 degrees. Indio, 55. Joshua Tree, 54. And Idlewild, cool 48 degrees. For today, we're seeing a lot of people come to the valley, and that's going to continue as season starts. This is the weather they're leaving behind. In Denver, the Mile High City, we're looking at 71 degrees. Dallas, 75. Take a look at Kansas City, 59 degrees. Minneapolis, Minnesota, low 50s. Our friends in the Bay, we're looking at mid-60s. For tomorrow, we got a little bit of everything on the board. We got 70s, we got 80s, and we got 90s. High, Rancho Mirage, 93. Low, Idlewild, 75. And somewhere in between, we're looking at Cabazon, 86 degrees. For tomorrow's morning walk forecast, great day to do some outdoor activities. Maybe early round of golf, bike ride. 6 o'clock, we're looking at low 60s. 8 o'clock, high 60s. And by noon, we're in the low 80s. Great day to have some fun outside. Tomorrow, temperatures remain above average. Palm Springs is going to be 90 degrees. Lake Havasu City, low 90s. You want some relief? Head to the coast. We're looking at high 60s, low 70s on the coast. The waves out there, 2 to 3 feet. Grab your board and have some fun. 7-day forecast brought to you by Comfort Air. We do see that peak heat rising. Take a look at Tuesday and Wednesday, just under triple digits. It's going to remain hot over the next few days, and those overnight lows, mid-60s to low 70s.
Missed the news yesterday? Well, don't worry. You can watch the latest stories and even original news programming over on our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Every morning at 6 a.m., Jerry and I are here to help you start your day informed and connected. And after our newscast, I head out into our community to listen and bring you the stories that truly impact our lives here in the Valley so that your voice is heard.
You're watching our digital live stream. For the latest news and updates on developing stories, head over to our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Don't miss our digital exclusive content. Me on a Plate, Talking with Thalia, Kai the Deal Guy, and Desert Entertainment with Todd. Only on NBCPalmSprings.com.
News isn't all we do. We have a wide variety of original programming for you to enjoy over on our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Successful wildlife projects are happening all across the Salton Sea. And in the middle of these restoration efforts, lithium enters the equation. Dive into the delicate balance of nature and the emerging Lithium Valley, streaming on NBCPalmSprings.com.
Worried about missing a broadcast? Don't worry. We stream just about everywhere from Instagram to YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and of course our website, NBCPalmSprings.com. Be sure not to miss anything. Getting part of the story. Head to our new website for the latest broadcasts. Digital exclusive content. And now, NBC Palm Springs Sports with Caitlin Kelly, powered by Agua Caliente Casino.
Well, welcome back. It was an epic night under the Friday night lights last night as the football teams within the Desert Empire League put on an absolute show. One of the marquee matchups was in La Quinta between the Blackhawks and the Shadow Hills Knights. It was a back-and-forth game, but La Quinta eked out the 36-33 victory, thanks in huge part to senior quarterback Roman Ansley. He ended the night with 4 touchdowns and 134 yards rushing. And in our game of the week, the Palm Desert Aztecs hosted the undefeated Palm Springs Indians. The teams traded off touchdowns early, but Aztec wide receiver Jonah Toland had himself a night. He had 6 catches for 165 yards and 2 touchdowns, and that was just in the first half. The Aztecs would lead big going into the half, and despite a late push by the Indians, Palm Desert stuns the #1 team in the Desert Empire League and hands Palm Springs their first loss of the season. And keeping things at Palm Desert, the Lady Aztecs hit the gridiron Saturday morning for their second round flag football playoff game against the Gabrielino Eagles. Palm Desert would go into the fourth quarter down 6-7, but with time winding down, senior quarterback Gabriela Noriega finds the birthday girl Nellie Poland with the pass into the end zone. Palm Desert goes on to win it 13-7. We heard from Coach Danny Oswood after the game.
We talked about before the game that human nature is we kind of focus on things that don't go our way, but I told them to enjoy the moment and the whole game. Win or lose, we hope obviously we are going to win, but just remember to enjoy it and have fun. We're going to make mistakes. They'll make mistakes. We just have to get over it. And honestly, when she ran that touchdown down, I looked, I had chills on my arms. I have chills talking to you. They're a special group of girls who's dedicated a lot of time to this.
And in hockey news, the Coachella Valley Firebirds hit the ice against the Calgary Wranglers Sunday. The Birds managed to tie the game up at 2 goals apiece early in the third period, but Calgary would ultimately go up 4-3 late in the game. But with 7 seconds left in regulation, Oscar Molgaard would find the back of the net to make it a 1-goal game. With only a few seconds left on the clock, the Birds wouldn't have enough time to even it up and ultimately fall in Calgary 4-3. The Firebirds' next game is at home on October 30th when they host the San Diego Gulls. That'll do it for sports. I'm Caitlin Kelly.
And now the Agua Caliente Entertainment Report, brought to you by Agua Caliente Casinos.
A popular streaming series heads to theaters. David Daniel has that and more in our Hollywood Minute.
After what we've been through, this thing, it ties us together.
The Stranger Things finale on the big screen. Netflix is putting the final episode of the series in more than 350 theaters in the U.S. and Canada. It'll screen on December 31st at the same time it premieres on streaming and again on January 1st. The first half of the 5th and final season of Stranger Things debuts November 26th.
After all these years, I can finally own an official authenticated piece of Jim Henson Company history.
That's right, Timmy. Bidding is now open for the Jim Henson Company's 70th anniversary auction. Select puppets, props, and memorabilia from Henson film and TV projects are on the block. The auction takes place November 25th. Check it out at juliennesauctions.com.
I'm real good at reading people.
And what have you read about me?
Okay. You look like a person who has secrets. You got the cars, the clothes, but you can't seem to look me in the eye.
Here's your first look at Chris Hemsworth as a high-stakes thief in Crime 101. Mark Ruffalo, Nick Nolte, and Halle Berry also star in the crime thriller, which opens in theaters February 13th. In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
And the new season of The Kardashians dropped Thursday on Hulu. In a preview, Kim Kardashian revealed she suffered from what she called a little aneurysm in recent months. The first episode follows entrepreneur and reality star as she goes to the doctors for an MRI. Kardashian also talked about her psoriasis coming back, something she hasn't dealt with since her divorce from Kanye West. Season 7 of The Kardashians will also feature family members Kris, Kourtney, Khloe, Kendall, and Kylie. You're watching NBC Palm Springs. Stay with us.
Missed the news yesterday? Well, don't worry. You can watch the latest stories and even original news programming over on our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Every morning at 6 a.m., Jerry and I are here to help you start your day informed and connected. And after our newscast, I head out into our community to listen and bring you the stories that truly impact our lives here in the Valley so that your voice is heard.
You're watching our digital live stream. For the latest news and updates on developing stories, head over to our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Don't miss our digital exclusive content. Me on a Plate, Talking with Thalia, Kai the Deal Guy, and Desert Entertainment with Todd. Only on NBCPalmSprings.com.
News isn't all we do. We have a wide variety of original programming for you to enjoy over on our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Successful wildlife projects are happening all across the Salton Sea. And in the middle of these restoration efforts, lithium enters the equation. Dive into the delicate balance of nature and the emerging Lithium Valley, streaming on NBCPalmSprings.com.
Worried about missing a broadcast? Don't worry. We stream just about everywhere from Instagram to YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and of course our website, NBC.
It's time to celebrate one of America's favorite flavors, decorations, and maybe even superfoods. It's all out pumpkin season because tomorrow marks National Pumpkin Day. This humble squash has long been associated with Halloween for jack-o'-lanterns, but it's also gotten widely popular as a dish. Everything from pies to coffees can be flavored with pumpkin, and you can even eat the seeds. The indulgence is healthy because pumpkins are loaded with nutrients. They're also safe for your furry friends. Veterinarians recommend pumpkin puree for dogs and cats that suffer from certain digestive ailments. So go nuts and enjoy this fruit any way you like. Perfect for pumpkin season. Well, thank you for joining us. Have a great rest of your evening.